Today I want to give you 5 tips on selling an idea. Hey, it's Tom Jackobs with TomJacobs.com. Go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel right here. It really helps out quite a bit, and I certainly appreciate it. And I certainly appreciate you tuning in today. And I know your time is valuable, so we're going to get right into it. So what are these 5 tips on selling an idea? You want to move a prospect into your client, or to move somebody into believing your idea, or move them along to the next step. So here are the 5 ways that you can absolutely do that. Number 1, understand why you want other people to believe in your idea. Understanding your own position and why you believe in it and why you believe other people should believe in you as well certainly goes a long way in understanding all different aspects of the situation, so that you can identify any objections that come up and then overcome those objections. But you have to be very clear for yourself why it is that you believe what you believe and why you want other people to believe the same way. Step number 2, you have to understand where the person is right now in terms of their belief system, or in where they are in their product, buying the product cycle. Are they replacing a product? Are they buying something new that they may not know that they have a need for yet? Understanding kind of where that person is in the buying cycle will help you address them at the appropriate place, versus just going through a rote script on this is why you need to buy the product. Maybe they're not even understanding that they have a problem yet, and you need to identify where they are in that spectrum of buying so that you can meet them exactly where they are. So you're not overselling first and you're not underselling at the beginning. I see this quite a lot, actually, where people don't understand where that prospect is in the buying cycle, and so they start where they always start, and that might be the wrong point. So make sure you understand exactly where that prospect is in the buying cycle and in their head. Step number 3 is understand the position of your prospect. And position means, like, in their head, where is your product positions in their head? Do they have a favorable impression of your product? Have they heard bad things about it? About specifically your product, but also think about in the broader range. Is there an industry problem that you need to address first, where people might have been burned in the past, and you need to address those situations first? But you definitely need to understand exactly where that prospect is in terms of their feeling towards your idea, your product, whatever it is that you're trying to sell them. Tip number 4 is understanding their need intimately, even better than the prospect understands their need. Their need for the idea that will change their life, or their idea for your product, which will change their business. Understanding why they have that need in the first place will go a huge way in trying to convince them to actually buy your product. And tip number 5, don't expect their position to change overnight. Certainly you need to ask for the sale, but they may need more information. Typically, if you've done your job and you've done all these tips up to this point, then most likely they will say yes and they will actually buy your product. But understand, especially when you're selling an idea to people, they will not budge their position right away. They will actually take a little bit of time and nurturing, which is what we've been talking about in terms of that pipeline and keeping in contact with people. It'll take that nurturing to get them to budge a little bit further, and certainly with your consistency and your persistence, you will move them along until they say, no, I'm not interested. And you need to absolutely hear those words, no, before you completely discard them. Because if they keep kind of, well, I'm kind of interested, I'm not, you want to keep drilling them down until they either make a decision of using your product, changing to your idea, coming over to your position, whatever it happens to be, or saying, no, I'm not interested, stop bugging me. So there you have it, those 5 tips that are going to make your selling your idea, your product, your whatever it happens to be, a lot easier. So until next time, have a great day.